Hello, my name is Christopher and welcome to Spain, where Polestar have flown me down to take a first look at the new Polestar 3 and the Polestar 4. As you can see, this is the Polestar 4 which I have here, and in this video I thought we were going to take a walk around the car, take a look at the exterior, interior and such. And I will not be talking about my driving impressions in this video because there is an embargo on that, so I can't speak on that until July 1st. And then it will be the same thing for Polestar 3, which I will publish a video on very soon as well. First video will only be walk around, and then there's an embargo until June 10th on that one. So unfortunately we have to follow those rules. In this video, I thought we would take a look at the Polestar 4, do a walk around and see the exterior, interior, get a feel and check out the software and really take a look at the car. And this car that I have here is the dual motor performance. Dual motor means we have two motors, but the performance pack is an exterior pack that we can have, and we get those gold equipment here. And Polestar also have a gold color on the actual car if you really want to get down with that color. Show you some pictures here. But let's get started with this walk around on the new Polestar 4. So if we start by taking a look at the front, we see that there's no grille here anymore, and that is because this car is built on a dedicated EV platform from Geely, SEA, and it shares this with the Seeker 001, for example, and some other cars. So there's really no need for it to have a grille, and some like it, some don't. I think it looks kind of good. Polestar works a lot with minimalism, and they want to feel that in all through the car. We have the new dual blade lights that they call it. If you take a look at Polestar 2, 3 and 4, all of them have different lights, but this is what we're going towards, and this is the new lighting system that they are using. And we have the daytime running light here. I don't think you can see it in the sun today, but these one are lighting up right now. But then when you actually need to see something in front of the car, you have the lights shining down here instead. The logo is physical here, so we can touch it. There's also some lights behind it, so it looks like it's floating when in the dark. That's kind of cool feature. And then finally, if we lift on the hood here, we can find a 15-liter frunk, as you can see in the images I show you right now. So let me know what you think of the front here. I think it looks kind of good, actually, really good, to be honest. If we take a look at the side of the car, we can start to see what this type of car is. Polestar really want to call this SUV coupe, and to be honest, I don't find so many features of the SUV type in this car. I mean, we can get the coupe, but not the SUV. I guess it is because most people want an SUV, and that is why Polestar really want to push the SUV brand on the Polestar 4, so people can feel that they bought an SUV when they buy the Polestar 4. As I mentioned before, we have the performance package, which means we get those rims, and they are 22-inch. The tires are 265, 40, 22 all around, and that is standard when we get the performance package, but you can get it in 20, 21 and 22. But I think 22 fills out the wheelhouse quite good. It looks proportional and nice, I think, and yeah, there's other issues with big rims, but we talk more about that in another video maybe. So while we're moving backwards towards the trunk here, we can talk about specifications. This car has a 100 kilowatt-hour battery with a 94 kilowatt-hour net capacity. That is the dual motor version. We have 400 kilowatts or 544 horsepower in the car. And if you would choose the long-range version with the big battery, we only have one size of batteries. And a single motor here in the back, we have 200 kilowatts or 272 horsepower. And the WLTP rating is then 620 kilometers. But if you choose the dual motor version, you are down to 560 kilometers in WLTP rating. But then, if, of course, will also depend on what wheels you choose. If you choose the performance package with the 22-inch rims, you will lose some range. It's just that's how it works. If we take a look before we open the trunk, you can see that there's something missing here. We have no rear window here, and that is because Polestar didn't want to have that, because they mean they can get better headroom in the rear back seat. So we will take a look at that really soon. Instead, they have a camera here and a digital mirror inside that will solve this problem. I mean, for some people that works fine. I have no issues with it at all. I've tested it in many cars before, and I'm fine with it. However, the other journalists that I'm driving with have issues with it. He doesn't like it very much, and his eyes have problems going from reality when looking outside the window to digital mirror and then back to reality. So he's not a fan of it, and I think that's very individual of what type of person you are, and if you have any eye problems or how your eyes works really. So it's hard to comment on that really. If we push this button, we are able to open the trunk here, and as you can see, it's a coupe. We are able to open the whole trunk and see what we have inside here now. And here we have 526 liter now, but it's also possible to lower the floor here, so we have some more space, and that is when we get the 526 liters. We also have the possibility to lift up the floor to get some more storage down here. It's not as big as in Teslas, but it's maybe half that, something like that. And then, of course, it's still possible to fold the rear seats, and then we get 1,536 liters. And there's the possibility here to remove a bit of a panel here, so we can see inside the car. That this is, of course, since we don't have any back seat, back window, they needed to figure out something, and this is what they came up with. So looks kind of weird from this side, to be honest, but from the inside it looks quite normal, I think. So it's a solution. Not much else to say about it. So let's take a look here in the back seat, and right now you can see that my knees are quite high up, and I'm quite disappointed at that, if I'm gonna be honest. They have made such a big number of how they could remove the window here in the back so they could get so much more space here, but instead of using that to lift up the seats here and remove this high knee thing, they have lowered the roof down so they can get a more sportier feeling, is what they're calling it. I'm not sure they have made the right decision on that, to be honest. Other things that I'm not sure they have made the right decision on is the screen that we have here in the back. I have a screen here that I can choose my media and climate control and such things, which is super nice here in the back. If you're grown up, if you're a kid, you don't have the long arms, or you have your belt on, this screen is quite far away and can't really reach it. Too bad. Another thing you can't reach if you are in that situation is the USB-Cs down below the screen. You have two USB-Cs there, and one of them is 60 watts, which actually means that you can charge your laptop if you're back here working. And Polestar made some comments on that when they have been driving around, the people here in the back have been able to work with their computers. But how often do you have 4 grown-ups in the car? Not sure they made the right decision there. Taking a look at it, I'm doing this, and then I'm gonna to. There's one special way to do this. I can't. There we go. For some reason, they have made it quite difficult to get down the armrest here. But once you have, it's quite long, as you can see. But we still have our cup holders here. Super nice. We also have 2 buttons here, which as you can see, matching my back here. So this is the lowest setting, and then this is, there we go, this is the highest setting, and this is included in one of the packages. So there is a lot of focus on the back seat here, but I think we have some missed opportunities. Taking a look at the quality, if we finalize with that, it's really lovely materials in here, and this soft light, I mean, I think it looks really good. I can't remember what this material is called now, but I will write it down below. We also have it here, which is super nice, and we have some lights behind that we can't really see right now because of it's so light. But if we were in the dark, maybe I can get some footage of that. You have light behind here that makes the interior feel more alive and more roomy, and together with this panoramic roof, which also helps the roominess in the car. So it is really great to sit here, and you have these lovely seats. I think they are really comfortable. The unfortunate part is these high knees, so you have to find your own special way. You could have done a better job with that, I think, but it's all about the performance, apparently. So here in the front seat, it feels very much like we have been here before. Feels very much Seeker combined with Volvo, and then you have Polestar. Like you have the Volvo EX30 stalks here, but you have the Seeker 001's steering wheel and those buttons. This screen's also with something we've seen in the Seeker 001. I like this screen. You can show Google Maps on it and some other features. You also have the head-up display here. Same with there, we have seen it in Seeker 001. I like it. It's good. It's big. It's not artificial intelligence like Volkswagen is talking about, but it's good and does a good job in just showing your navigation speed and adaptive cruise control and the stuff you want to see. We have this center console, of course, since it's a Polestar, it's super big. At least we have two cup holders this time instead of how we had it in the 2, and we can also hide them if we want. And I really like this white interior that we have, or this light interior. There is a black interior as well if you prefer that, but I understand why they have chosen to just show the white interior on the press cars, because it looks really good. I like this volume knob. Fantastic. I don't know if you can hear it. The tactile feedback is super good, and it's not only the sound, I can also feel it when I turn on this on it. It's super nice. Here a mobile phone holder where we can charge up to 15 watts, and then we have some ventilation here that we can control using this screen, unfortunately, but that's the way we have to do it. We have this screen. To be honest, I'm not sure if that includes the driving impressions or not, to talk about that, how it works. So I will wait for that to next video. But yeah, it is there. It's very light in here, as I said. We love this material, super nice. Well, here now you can see that we have the light behind it that makes it a bit more pleasant to see and to look at, and gives it more life. Overall, I think this is a great interior, but the question is if it's worth the money. Let's talk more about this screen, because I want to show you something, because this screen is just one of the best screens and the best operating system combined, and I think this beats Tesla. And here we have this 15-inch screen that is running Google Automotive, and as you can see, I have Google Maps here, and I have some apps here, or widgets, that I can then remove like this, and now I have the full maps, or I can just, come on, this is a bit hard, there we go, chose to have 2 apps, or I can have all 4 apps. Super nice enough, and it will of course be able to it will depend on what apps I'm using that will show here. Here we have the Google Maps, so we can navigate to Barcelona maybe. I mean in Madrid right now, so I need to charge, and it quickly put some charges on the map for me. Super nice. Nothing to be less expected than that with Google Maps. Taking a look at the other maps here, or other functions, we can slide to get some more apps and settings, and here we can choose what we want to see here. But we can also go down here and go to car settings. Let's continue with the apps. Here we have all the apps that is currently installed in the car. As you can see, we have Apple CarPlay, and that is now full screen, over the full screen, and it's wireless. Super nice. We also have Spotify and such. We can go to this Google Play, and we have quite a few apps here that we can then have directly in our car. Like it. And then I want to show you the car settings menu. So here is the shortcut, and we have some standard settings that Polestar have chosen for us, and then we have some favorites here. And as you can see, there is right now just one favorite, but we can tap here and we can choose what other favorites we want to have. We can have up to 8 favorites total, so we can go around driving, and then we can just tap here, and then we have our favorites for us. I really like the design of this system. Polestar have said that they don't want you to scroll or anything. Everything should be big, and it should be easy to find. It should be easy to use while driving. So that's why everything is big. And you have a lot of settings, like take this creep mode, is currently off. Now it's on. I mean, it's quite hard to miss this part of a window. So everything is very easy, and especially when you have this orange with the black, it's easy to see what's on. Like now it's standard, now it's firm. I'll really enjoy it, and there's nowhere in this system that I found where you can actually scroll. Everything is just easy to use and to notice and see. So I just tapping here so you can see what's some of the settings that we have here. And of course this will be over-the-air updates when required. So this is really simple and easy system. And lastly, I just want to show you the control panel. Let's go to climate panel. That was what I was talking about. Sadly, we have to use the screen to control the air here, but we can't get everything. We can control the fan speed and everything. You can see what we can control is nothing new. We go to parking. We can have keep climate. Now it's keep climate on. But if we tap on this setting here, you can see that we can have climate on for half an hour or for 8 hours. So this is like the camping mode in the Polestar. We can also set a timer for that if we want to. And then we have animal mode, which we use for, you know what animal mode is, dog mode for Polestar. It's currently unavailable because we are in demo mode, but it is available, and then it will be set on the temperature that you currently have. So right now I have 20 degrees Celsius. If I would go to 26 and put it on, it would be 26 degrees. But yeah, it's quite easy to just set. So this is the new and improved Google Android Automotive in the Polestar 4, and I really enjoy it. Was the first walkthrough of the Polestar 4. If you want to see how this car drives, you need to subscribe, because I can't tell you about that until July 1st. But I will soon publish a video on the Polestar 3 that's standing just next to me here. And then on June 10th, I will be publishing a video on the Polestar 3 driving impression, because the embargo is closer to that one. So let me know in the comments what you think of the new Polestar 4. Is this a car that you can see yourself in? Let me know in the comments, and I wish you a good day. Goodbye.